We've all got places to go, whether it's by bus, car, or magic carpet, and whatever our quest may be, we want to ride in style. So, what's the best fantasy mode of transportation? We'll find out this week on The Great Fantasy Debate. Welcome. I'm your host, Drea. Now, let's meet our debaters. On my left, we've got Pern to be Wild, with team captain Marie Lu, author of the WARCROSS, Young Elites, and Legend series. Helping her today to illustrate her points is comedian Aminah Imani. Opposing them today is Bilbo Baggins. Captained by Naomi Novik, author of the TEMERAIRE series. Assisting her in making her argument is Jurden. Pern to be Wild, you won the coin toss, so you're up first. You will have 1 minute to present your case for the best fantasy mode of transportation. Then, the opposing team, you guys are going to have 30 seconds for a rebuttal. After both teams have argued and rebutted, I'm going to make my final decision based on clarity, persuasiveness, and whoever really revs my engine. It's time to slay your piece.
The best fantasy mode of transportation is the flying broomstick.
For centuries, the flying broomstick has been the go-to for witches on the go. The Harry Potter franchise has repopularized their use, both for travel and for sport.
It's the easiest way to fly. Traveling commercial is a chore. First, you gotta get to the airport, then you gotta go through security, then you gotta put on your shoes. That's too many steps, and you're not even on the plane yet. Here are the steps with flying broomstick. Number 1, hop on broomstick. That's it.
A broomstick is compact. You don't need a garage or airplane hangar or any space at all, really. Just a closet or a gap in between the fridge and the wall. Even an extreme minimalist who lives in one of those micro apartments can find a space for a broomstick.
That's right. And it's made of sustainable materials. It's a piece of wood with a bundle of grass, hair, or sticks at the end. There's nothing greener than that. That means that you can rub it in the face of all your friends who keep crowing about their hybrid cars. We all know the best vehicle is the one that makes you feel morally superior.
The Wicked Witch of the West used her broomstick to skywrite. That's a great side hustle.
Plus, it's a broom. You can clean your house with it.
And it's time! Bilbo Baggins, you're up next. You guys have 30 seconds to rebut. Time starts now.
Balancing on a broomstick is not that easy. Step 1, get on the broomstick. Step 2, fall off the broomstick and plummet to your death. And on top of it, you get whacked on the head by a broomstick as you go. It's not very dignified.
Yeah, and listen, you know how cold it is on an airplane? Imagine flying without the airplane around you. You're outside on a broom, completely at the mercy of the elements, bugs in your teeth, geese in your face. You're not Sully, you can't land this broom on the Hudson. It's not a good look for everyone.
Sure, it sounds environmentally responsible, but you know what? You also have to balance that with durability. What's gonna happen when you take a hard left turn in midair and your twigs all start coming off behind you?
I tell you what happens. Splinters where you don't want them. Listen, you have a broom, you have to take that broom with you everywhere. Let's say you go to the movies. Someone there also has a broom, and before you know it, you guys have swapped brooms, and you're trying to go home on a regular ass broom.
And it's time! To recap, Pern to be Wild claims that broomsticks are compact and environmentally friendly, while Bilbo Baggins here says they're gonna leave you out in the cold. It's a really good point. Bilbo Baggins, now it's your turn. You have 1 minute to make your team's argument. What is the best way to get around?
The single best fantasy mode of transportation are the magical companion steeds of Valdemar.
Companions are a species of magical horse-like creatures that appear in Mercedes Lackey's Valdemar series of novels. They are highly intelligent and choose their riders, known as heralds. They are telepathic, draw on magic from the world around them, and most importantly, can teleport.
They choose their riders, so you automatically feel special. No other mode of transportation telepathically tells you that you are the only human worthy of using it. Most of the time, the MTA won't even show up.
With a companion, you are psychically linked to your ride. Psychically linked. Gone are the days of you searching for your car in the parking lot. It's the ultimate Tesla. Think of the fun inside jokes that you and your companion will have. Something funny happens on the way to work. You can't share a laugh with your Mitsubishi Eclipse.
Companions are already fast, and on top of that, they can teleport short distances. Forget traffic jams. You will never be late again.
And let's say you go to parties like we do. You roll up to a party on a companion, you are king of that party. Everyone will be jealous. You know your ex will regret dumping you when they see they could have come with you on a magical horse. Well, it's not a horse, it's a companion, but they explain that in the books. But your ex won't know that because they don't read.
Right.
Time's up. Pern to be wild. You've got 30 seconds to rebut, starting right now.
Sure, you'll never be late again, but that also means you can never be late again. You have no excuse. You can't blame traffic or the train. You are dooming yourself to a life of punctuality.
If you're chosen, that means you can't shop around. The first companion that sets its sight on you is your ride for life. What if y'all don't get along?
Right?
Then you're stuck with their boring chatter and lame jokes in your head for the rest of your life.
That's the worst. Also, a companion has room for multiple riders on their back, which means prepare yourself for everyone you know constantly asking for rides. Oh, hey, my flight to Pittsburgh will take 2 hours. Could you just teleport me on your companion? Now you're an unpaid rideshare.
With no gas money.
With no gas money.
And it's time!
Yay.
To recap, Bilbo Braggins says that a companion is your ride or die, while Pern to be wild counters that you're gonna go broke buying oats. You've both made the cases and had chances to respond. Now we're gonna turn up the heat with the Dragonfire challenge. Both teams are on the track to victory, but one of them has a chance to pull ahead. I'm in the market for a new ride, so I need you guys to make like a used car salesman and convince me to buy your transport of choice. Pern to be wild, you're up first.
What do I have to do to put you on this broom today? A broomstick appeals to everyone. It's sporty, sleek, and pointy. It's the craze that's sweeping the nation. In terms of financing, you won't need it. It only costs like 20 bucks. Plus, you can clean your house with it.
I'll take that into consideration. Bilbo Braggins, sell me a companion.
Brooms, which please? Companions are huge right now. Literally, they are so big. There's room for the whole family. It's the station wagon of magical animals. You can ride now and you can go wherever you want. Let me tell you something. I don't know what you're thinking, but you know who does? This companion. Because they're telepathic. Yes, companions choose their riders, but it will give you better chances if you pick them first. Sort of like when you find out your friend has a crush on you and you hang out with them and you look at them and you think, would I? You would. So pick up a companion today because everyone likes getting up on a high horse, especially a magical one.
Wow. You both make excellent cases, and I've heard enough to make up my mind, so you know what that means. It's time for the proclamation. The best fantasy mode of transportation is a companion. Because it can choose me, and I like to feel wanted. Who doesn't? Do you agree with this decision? Let us know in the comments. We'll see you next time on The Great Fantasy Debate.
Have you ever felt like you weren't the smartest, the best looking, or the most coordinated person? I have not. I've always known that I'm a dynamo, but some people can't see how great they are. Again, other people, not me. Naomi Novik's novel Uprooted tells the story of a young woman who doesn't think that she's very special until her valley is threatened by an ancient and evil force, and she is forced to team up with an old surly wizard, my ex, to save her home. And she finds that she's actually much stronger and more powerful than she could have ever dreamed. Basically, she discovers that she's me. Uprooted by Naomi Novik. Read it and find your inner J. Jurden.